Hello everyone, we're in section R.4 and we're going to look at adding and subtracting polynomials. So from the last section we know what polynomials are, and now we're going to look at how to add and subtract them. So the rule is you can only add and subtract like terms, and for like terms you have to have the same variables with the same exponents on those variables. To add or subtract like terms, you add or subtract the coefficients on the terms and leave the variable and the exponent the same. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say I wanted to add these two polynomials together. I have 3x squared plus 12x minus 7, say that's one polynomial, plus 2x squared minus 10x plus 5. Okay, with addition we can just drop the parentheses, so I've got 3x squared plus 12x minus 7 plus, there's nothing to distribute or anything, 2x squared minus 10x plus 5. And now we combine like terms. So let's see, here's two sets. I have 3x squared and 2x squared. These are like terms. They have the same variable. They both have an x and it's squared. So to combine them, we're going to add their coefficients together. So I get 5x squared. Here's another set of like terms. I got 12x's. I take away 10. Leaves me with plus 2x. And lastly, coefficients, or the constants, minus 7 plus 5 is minus 2. We got it. When we add these two polynomials together, we get 5x squared plus 2x minus 2. And these are unlike terms. You cannot combine them. Alright, let's take a look at another example. Okay, here we have a subtraction. With subtraction, you have to be careful. You need to make sure to distribute this minus sign to all the terms. This is a very common mistake that will happen over and over and over again. You have to be careful. Make sure you subtract off everything. So the first term stays, the first polynomial stays the same. I got 5x cubed plus 7x minus 3, and now I'm going to change every single one of these because I have to subtract off the whole polynomial, not just the first term. So I always think about if you change the sign on this guy, to be fair, you got to change the signs on these guys as well. So positive becomes minus when you distribute here, minus and minus turns plus 10x and a plus 10. Now I go looking for those like terms. So here nothing combines with this 5x cubed. I don't have any other terms with a 5x with an x cubed, but it doesn't disappear. I just rewrite it. Okay, it takes care of that guy. I like to cross them out as I go. I don't have any x squared terms, so again this is an unlike term with everybody else. And now I finally have some like terms. I got 7x, I add 10x's, gives me 17x. And then the constants, minus 3 plus 10 gives me a positive 7. After you do something like this, you should always check and see, okay, do I have any like terms here? Nope. We're done, and we got it. Okay, let's take a look at one more. Okay, these directions make sense. It says simplify. It doesn't. We don't have an equation here, and we have subtraction going on. But the first thing is I see this is 2 times all this stuff. This is 5 times all this stuff. So we're going to do distributions. First thing here, because that makes sense to do, multiply before we add or subtract. Every term here is going to get multiplied by 2. That gives me 6x squared plus 14x plus 2. And then remember, this minus is attached to this 5. So it gets distributed as well. They travel together. So it's going to be minus 5x squared. Watch those signs. Minus 5 times minus 2 is positive 10x, and then minus 10. And now like term time. So 6x squared, and I take 5x squared away, leaves me 1x squared. I got 14x's plus 10x's, gives me plus 24x. And constant terms, 2 minus 10 is minus 8. And that is how to add or subtract polynomials. Next video, multiplying polynomials together.